You know, if there is one thing that still grinds my gears about the Raiders moving to Vegas and the Chargers leaving San Diego for LA is just the fact that why do people still root for those NFL teams? Okay, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for what I'm about to say here in this video, but you know what? I don't really care because if there is one thing that I've learned about being an NFL fan is that loyalty doesn't mean anything to a team if the owners won't show any loyalty back, meaning that you can show all that loyalty to the Raiders and Chargers all you want, but what if I were to tell you that all that loyalty don't mean a damn thing if the owners won't show the same loyalty back to the fans? Because it's like at the end of the day, you know, when I was growing up, everybody was teaching me, oh, you got to be loyal to your team when I was in high school. But looking back at it now, I feel like that's a bunch of cap because, I mean, just for example, if you're a fan of the Chargers or the Raiders, then the owners of those franchises have shown you how really loyal they are to the fans by basically giving a big middle finger to the city of Oakland and giving a big middle finger to the city of San Diego. So, you know, growing up, of course, you know, I paid attention to the Chargers-Raiders rivalry, but honestly, the rivalry, it ain't what it used to be, in my opinion. And which leads me to saying this, rooting for both franchises is just a total waste of time and money. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this because for the Raiders, it's like, you know, it's like, well, they've been bad for, 20 years now, and they've only made the playoffs twice in the last 20 years, and, you know, it's just, the Raiders, like, if they were going to move, they should have moved back to Los Angeles because me personally, I was supportive of the idea of bringing the Raiders back to Los Angeles. Like, not gonna lie, I was supportive of that. And, you know, with the Chargers moving to LA, they were just fine in San Diego. So it just goes to show you here that, you know, not only is the whole concept of loyalty in the NFL a bunch of BS, especially in 2023, but, you know, all those players that you love and worship, they could, you know, be traded any second now. Because let's be honest, NFL, it's really a business if you sit there and think about it. NFL is nothing but a big money-making business nowadays where owners will just do whatever they can to try to make that money, you know, to basically fill up their pockets. And I feel like obviously money is the main reason why the Chargers left San Diego for LA and why the Raiders left Oakland for Vegas. But, you know, I don't really understand why Al Davis moved the Raiders back to Oakland. He should have just kept them in LA where they have rich history, you know, just Bo Jackson, you have Marcus Allen, and just they have history in LA. So it's like, I don't understand why Al Davis made that move, but hey, you know, Al Davis, I got respect for him as an NFL owner because I watched A Football Life by Al Davis, but, you know, just rooting just for the Chargers and the Raiders in 2023 seems like a waste of time and money. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to spoil the fun for you people here, but if you sit there and think about it, if you still buy Chargers or Raiders gear in 2023, then what you're really doing is that you're basically making the owners a lot richer, which is why if you're a fan of both franchises and you're tired of seeing your teams lose, I would just say don't buy any gear. If you really want to see if you're still a fan of those teams and if you want to see your franchises succeed, then my advice is just don't buy any gear because right now it's just a total waste of money. You're really just wasting your money because with buying gear, you know, it's really just making, like I said, it's making the owners a lot richer. Same with, you know, ticket prices being so jacked up nowadays is that who the hell still goes to the games anymore? It's like, you know, the only thing that the Chargers and the Raiders moving made me realize here is that really corporate greed is destroying the NFL. Like, I'm sorry, but this needs to be said. Corporate greed is really ruining the NFL. It truly is because honestly, I think that the Chargers leaving, San Diego for LA and the Raiders leaving Oakland for Vegas just looks really bad for the NFL, in my opinion, that I'm surprised that the NFL didn't stop in and block those moves. So, yeah, the only thing I have to say is, like, why are you still rooting for those teams? Because it's like, if you think about it, when it comes to loyalty, you should be rewarded for it. And if you're not being rewarded for your loyalty, then, in my opinion, you're just wasting your time by rooting for those franchises. Like, you know, it's like at the end of the day, you know, obviously, with me being a Patriots fan, I'm still loyal to my team regardless of whether they win or lose. But if there is one thing I like about the Patriots that makes me really feel welcome as a Patriots fan is just the owner does a better job of, just having a relationship with the fans. Because, for example, the Chargers owners and the Raiders owners, they have no relationship with the fans whatsoever. None. They don't. And at least with Robert Kraft being the Patriots owner, at least he has some sort of relationship with the fans, you know, and that's what makes me proud to be a Patriots fan. So, yeah, despite the Patriots having a really bad season this year, I'm going to just say it right now, you know, rooting for the Patriots, hey, at least in New England, at least as a fan of that franchise, I feel welcome as a fan. So yeah, that's the thing I wanted to say here in this video, because I will admit I was a fan of both the Chargers and the Raiders. With me being from San Diego, yes, I did pull for the Chargers, and the reason why I also rooted for the Raiders is obviously because of Sebastian Janikowski, with him being Polish and with me being Polish and all that stuff, coming from a Polish background. But now that I realize, dude, just rooting for both franchises is a total waste of time, especially now in 2023, where the owners have truly showed you how loyal they are to the Raiders fans or the Chargers fans by basically gaslighting the fans and moving the teams to different parts, basically moving them to Vegas and to LA. And how are some people still okay with that is beyond me. But I don't know about you, but I am personally not okay with the Raiders leaving California and with the Chargers moving to LA. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm just not okay with that stuff. And I'm going to probably get flack and a lot of comments. I really don't care. This is my opinion. So yeah, peace.